they say, folks. Another network. But I don't remember this. He actually made his first appearance on television on The Tonight Show 19 years ago as a member of a comedy troupe called The Third Bananas. Now, you remember that? Do you really, Pierre, or are you just making that up? Would you welcome Craig T. Nelson? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Those NBC people.
No. You know, I hate to say that when somebody has been on the show before. I did a terrible thing. I'm trying to remember who it was that was on the show one night. Somebody like Janet Leigh. And I said, gee, it's finally good to have you on the show. And she says, I was on here last year. I don't know what to say. Were you on the show 19 years ago?
The reason you don't remember it is Jonathan Miller was a guest that you had on. And he's very erudite, very literate human being. And you guys were having a good time. And then we came out and tried to do comedy. And the stare that you had on your face.
Bad night?
It was horrible.
Really?
I knew we'd failed, but I didn't know how badly.
Yeah.
Until you just said, you know, basically, you're never coming back.
Was it really called The Third?
And all of that.
The Third Bananas?
Third Banana.
It was actually an illustrious group. Who was in that group?
Well, Barry Levinson, who
director?
You know, Rain Man, and just got nominated for Bugsy as a director. Of course, he's got real popular. And then Rudy DeLuca, who did a lot of movies for Mel Brooks on the movie High Anxiety, and Wally Amos, who was really the manager at the time, who later founded Famous Amos Cookies.
The same guy? And you were all part of this group?
Applause for Famous Amos chocolate chips, wasn't there?
Now, where did you work? Did you guys actually work clubs or just?
Well, we actually started writing, the three of us, Rudy, Barry, and myself, and for Tim Conway. And Tim gave us the name, The Third Bananas.
What did you do on that show 19 years ago? You remember?
Yeah, we did a thing called The Drill Team, and it was I don't even want to explain it because it's so unfunny now.
Oh, I see.
It's just,
I'm sorry to bring up things like that.
God, already it's like, how did I make it this far, having failed that badly? And then we did the boxing bit, which you didn't particularly like, and they didn't either.
Okay, it was 19 years ago.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot funnier.
Now you've got a son, 16 years old?
Yeah, no, I was 16. I just went up to see him. I had to go up to his high school.
Yeah.
To see his principal. I got called into the office.
Oh, boy.
They have a conference, and it was like I was the kid, and I got so nervous, and I was so scared. And we were supposed to talk about like a lot of in-depth things, because that's what they do now. I mean, when my dad used to come to the high school and talk to the principal, it was nothing in depth. He talked about why can't he play sports, how come he's so uncoordinated. But now you talk about like psychological things, and I have trouble even getting it out myself.
Yeah.
So pretty soon the principal's looking at me like I'm the one that's totally responsible for my son screwing up.
Yeah.
And you know, the impulse is just to get up and run.
Did he have trouble with studies or what? What was his problem?
He has trouble with everything. I mean, he's just basically it's his hair. The hair comes down and it kind of arches across his nose, and you may see him once or twice. You may get a glimpse of him. And then he'll part it for you and toss it back. Just toss it back like that. And it just irritates that. Not that I can't do it.
Yeah.
But
you can't tamper with that. You see, that's his identification. The more you yell about that, the more he's going to rebel, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, you have to love him. And then now he's getting a car, and he's got hormones just popping out all over the place, you know. And he can't tell anybody who his dad is, because then
they only like him because he's the son of somebody who's
I guess you know, the coach.
Does he want to go into the entertainment business?
Yeah, he does.
What does he want to do now?
He wants to be an actor, and God bless him. And I'm trying to talk him out of it. I don't really know how to do it though, because he really wants to do it badly. And the struggle.
Yeah.
You know,
why would you want to talk him out of it?
Oh, it's just.
I know it's full of rejection.
You'll probably be better than me, I guess is why. It's just so hard, Johnny. I mean, it's just a hard life.
I've been through that with 3 boys, and just getting them grown is not easy.
No.
But 16, that's at that age, you know.
Well, you know, he went and auditioned for a play, and it was a Shakespeare play, and unfortunately didn't know it was Shakespeare. So when he went and auditioned and was reading and finished, they said, well, why don't you come back when we're doing a comedy? And he bowed and said, thank you very much. And that's the beginning of it, you know. That's just the beginning of the rejection. And, you know.
Hang in there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All of a sudden, he'll be 18 and 21, and That'll be a memory.
Yeah, well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, are you having any fun yourself?
Yeah, I'm having a little.
Going on?
Yeah, I'm having a little fun. I just came back from Willow Springs. I'm racing cars, and
When you say racing cars, you mean driving?
I formed a team called Screaming Eagles Racing, and we're going to race Camel Lights here in end of '92 and do the '93 season.
So is this formula racing? Is this stock car racing? What kind of racing are you talking about?
It's prototype racing. They're cars. They're closed cockpit,
Yeah.
and they're closed wheel, but they're very quick. They're very
How long
fast.
have you been doing this? How'd you get into this?
The Toyota Grand Prix last year, and I got very
Long
interested.
Beach out here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Down in Long Beach. It's going to be the 10th, 11th, 12th this year. And I got into it there, and then thought, well, geez, this is like, okay, I golf.
Yeah.
And golf is like a vicious game. And I decided, well, why not do something that's a little bit more relaxing? So I took up car racing. And
So where'd you learn to do this? You just don't say, I'm going to be
I
a
went
car
to a
racer.
school up in Laguna Seca called it's Jim Russell Racing School. And I went through a TDC and an ADC and learned how to drive there. And then just started doing race weekends and just got my pro license.
Yeah.
And now I'll be racing as a pro.
Are you good at it?
I scare myself all the time, and that's like today. I've gone the fastest today I've ever gone.
Now, how fast would that be?
About 145.
That's moving along.
Into a turn, and it does have a tendency to eliminate grape juice if you've had any.
Yes, I would like it. Paul Newman is a pretty good driver, isn't he? He's been doing this for a number of years.
He's very good.
Yeah.
I mean, he did Trans Am, I believe, for quite a while, and I think he's still racing. He's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you race for prize money, or is it just for prestige, or what?
Yeah, I got my first check, as a matter of fact, $40.
40 bucks?
Yeah, $40.
Wow.
And I think I can make a living out of this deal.
Yeah. I think I'll jump right into that when I end up here.
Yeah.
Way to go.
You might want to do it.
Let me take a break here. We'll be right back.